Oh. I got a little bass and it looks like a... Yeah, so we're going for the ridiculous sun look from now till the end of summer. I don't know. I kind of like the gear. This is my new pelagic gear. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I wanted to look for the best gear and face buffs and stuff like that because I just can't take the sun. It's too much. So I kept it simple and went with what I know is one of the top offshore brands. Those guys live in the sun 24/7, 365. Never really cools down for them. So if they're wearing it, it's good enough for me. You guys can comment below on how much of a goon I look like, but you know, it works. I like it. You know, it's not obscenely hot, and it's gonna make me a much happier person in the water. But today I'm just gonna go out and try and catch, basically catch anything that's willing to play with me. I want to do. I want to start off looking for like first panfish movements of the summer. It usually kind of gives you an idea of where they're going, and then if I see any big panfish or a lot of panfish movements, obviously there's going to be some big fish around, so I might start checking for those guys just because, you know, variety is the spice of life. Catch all fish, not just one species, makes it more fun that way. So obviously if you're seeing this, we get on some fish. Okay, I did start off with a slip bobber and casting some little plastics and stuff, but I think the waters are already warm enough that going to a drop shot on these brake lines is going to be my go-to here. Oh, there's a bite. Hard to tell what it is though. We'll find out. Oh, I found out where the big gills went to. That's one 8.5 inch. See some measurements here. 7.5. There you go, buddy. Okay, so I was right. It looks like the panfish have already moved off their spring break lines down to the deep. I mean, and it's relative for whatever lake you're fishing, but yeah, they're deeper than they were like a week ago. A week ago you could find them everywhere between like 12 and 8 feet, and I believe I was just in 20 feet. Let's see, this is right about where I had them. Passed it up. I didn't want to slam on the brakes basically. Well, that's bigger than a panfish, I think.
That's a gill. That's a big gill. Oh. The old largemouth. Come here. Can always guarantee these guys will be by your gills, because that's what they're feeding on. There you go, buddy. Back down you go. Alright, fresh night crawler half. Floating back over that same area. So that was just a bass that got caught up in my fishing for the gills. And they're always around. So let's see if we can get another one. If you guys want like a tips or tricks video on this kind of stuff, because it's kind of second nature for me, so it's really hard for me to convey, you know, if it's hard for you guys to see, or, you know, if you don't know how to do it. I'm all about helping as many people as I can so you understand what I'm doing. But I know it's hard to convey against video because I'm basically vertically jigging with a drop shot. I think I just went over a school of fish. That are weeds. Oh, definitely fish. I wanted to keep some gills today. It'd be a real good day for it because I already found them. So I might change my mind in a little bit here. Well, it looks like the jet skis come out during the weekdays on this lake, so I have to find someplace a little more secluded. But it's hard to leave fish. So I found these guys at the bottom of a break line. You've already seen a couple of them, hopefully. Like I said, I can kind of convey them to you, but it's a little harder than most people think. What I'm doing is drop shotting, if you haven't already figured that one out. Hopefully, like I said, a couple of you guys go out and try this. It's a good way to find fish pretty quickly once the water starts warming up. And then you can obviously switch tactics and stuff to kind of match what you're doing for the bigger fish. Oh, there's a bite. That feels like a better one. That's definitely a gill. He fought like a monster. Only like 6-7 inches. But that's a good filleter if you were gonna eat them. Looks like some people are going to start tubing out on this body of water here, so I might have to move locations, even though I'm on fish. Last thing I want to deal with sitting on the front of this boat is big wakes coming and crashing into the boat. Drifted over a couple there. Well, that guy almost swallowed it. See. Yep. And this is why you have your hemostats with. No worse for the wear. Yeah, if you can't get the conveyance there, big old wake tossing boat. You always got to show up when you're catching fish, right? Yeah, look at that roller already. Nice little 4-foot rollers. Yeah, I think it's time to go to a different lake. Well, it appears there's no escaping the wake boys today, even though it's the middle of the week during the day. So hopefully you guys don't get seasick. Hopefully I don't get seasick. But I'm still going to be drop shotting here. Keeping it simple, night crawler piece. So when I came over here, it looked like there were some fish in this 10 foot of water range. So I'm going to just kind of lateral cast it. I had one swimming with it, I didn't even realize it. Little guy. Always good for a laugh. Oh, there's a fish. It's a little guy. Full commitment though. Just swimming with it. Alright, let's see if we can get some bigger ones here. Go out deep and then come back in. So I just want to make sure that I put this in here, but you know, anybody watching this that's looking to learn how to do some of these things that I use on a regular basis to produce fish, leave them in the comments below. You know, let me know what you want to see more of like a how-to on. Or if you just want me to talk about it, I can sit down and talk about this stuff and, you know, get in depth with it so you guys understand how to do it. Oh, there's a bite. Yep. Another little guy. Thought somebody was swimming with it. I can feel him. And it is a pale looking sunfish. Pumpkin seed. This water's got this tannic stain to it. A couple of them over here. It's a little bit better. They're so pale in this body of water. Alright, so I'm getting some of those littler guys a little bit shallower, so usually the bigger ones will sit a little bit deeper then. Really hope those guys don't head straight over this way. But they probably will. Oh, there's a bite. Got him. What was that? That looked like a bass. Yeah, a fish running with me. I didn't even realize it. It's because of one of these guys. Kind of reeled into this guy. Well, that's a nice gill. Female still full of eggs, huh? That feels like a better one. A big old ear tab on that stunted guy. So this is how you know a fish is stunted. That ear tab, that face, says, like, from there forward, that fish is probably 12 years old. From there back, stunted. This is what happens when you beat up fish over and over and over again. People wonder why fish get smaller. It's a male too. Sad times. I hate seeing it. Alright, I'm going to play with the JB Lures. That hot head jig that I did a video on earlier this month. When I find fish shallow enough, I love using it for under the slip bobber. So I'm using that JB Lures hot head jig because I found some in relatively shallow water in comparison to what I was drop shotting. So just another way of covering your bases, another way to fish. That feels like a bass. Oh. Go figure. Come here. That's not a bass. These guys have been eating this jig all spring. Go figure. See how long he is. I think he's only like 14. Yep. 14 on the dot. One back. Woo. Thanks for playing. What is that? Oh, it's a little bass. He threw my worm at me. I don't know if you guys seen that. He hit me right in the face with my worm. See? Oh no, I don't need to take this kind of abuse. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a good gill. Look at that. A little pale, but still decent size. Healthy. Alright, I might have found a spot with some decent panfish hanging out by it. Although that sun's coming through, so it's going to get hot on me real quick here. was hoping those clouds would stay around. Time to put the sun gear on. At least my hat. Oh, that helps a lot. Definitely some gills right there. But I feel like they're real little ones. Go figure, I put my sun hat on and it gets cloudy again. Well, that feels another good one. Another fat female. Look at that. I wonder what they're doing. I mean, 74-degree water temps. Sitting on brake lines like they're pre-spawn. That's a little weird. Time to start moving around a little bit. Not that guy. Another fat female? It is. Man, that's so weird. What's this? Oh, that's a good gill. Well, it looks like one anyways. Oh, that's a decent gill. There's a big old male. Look at that guy. Try to be gentle with you. You're down there in a... Look like you must have been in a bed. I can't see him though. Explains the females. Hold still, buddy. Trying to put you back here. Short, stumpy. Chomping. Go on. Oh God, there's another big one. Look at those ear tabs. These guys are some brutes. Look how dirty they are. Making nest. Go get it. It still amazes me how simple this is. This JB Lures hothead, just below a slip shot, or a slip shot, a slip bobber. You know, keeps it pretty simple. And I don't know. I haven't run across something that doesn't like it yet. Look at this guy. Look how light they are. It's like bleached. I mean, that is a really light fish. See how long these guys are. They're probably only 8 inches long. Not even. Just under. Apparently there must be beds down there. Oh, if that's a gill, that's a really big gill. Oh, that's a really big gill. Real strong. Look at these males, man. Such a cool fish.
I should have taken a photo of that gill, because he was, you know, broad head, fat upper body, but huge ear tab. Those are usually the real old guys, and he still was carrying some decent genetics. So I mean, it's possible that he could still pass that on. So make sure you put those guys back. I mean, I'm going to talk about it until I turn blue in the face, because I really respect the big bluegills, but that was a good fish. So let's get some more.
All right, if I get a bigger one, I'm gonna do a little bit of a close-up shot release for you guys. I want you guys to see the details in these old males. Of course I say that, and then this guy shows up. All right, let's get another big one. Come on. Man, look how white these guys are. Actually had a couple bites while I was pulling it along. Still there. Probably just stealing my bait right now. Oh, or not. That's a good one. Yeah, I'll show you guys this guy up close. There you go. One of those bigger guys. I don't know how many are left, but he's going back. That's a decent gill right there. Get more. Yep. Oh, look at the size of that female. Another big plump one. See if he'll still bite right next to the boat. Oh! I got a little bass and it looks like a northern pike. Grabbed him. I don't know if you guys seen that through that clear water. Sorry, dude.
Alright guys, I'm just going to throw in the outro here on the water, because I don't know exactly when I'm going to get back home. But obviously, as you guys seen, I had a decent day. Sun gear helps a lot. It's my first time actually owning any, so thank God they make it. But yeah, we had a good day. I got a bunch of different fish. Bass, what was that? Yeah, bass, little baby rock bass. Some big gills, some little gills, some fat females still. It's one of those things where like it blew my mind that they were still fat here, but that just means they're still, you know, just finishing up the spawn. Obviously, I caught some of those big males that were probably guarding beds, so put those guys back like always. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, you know, today was just a get out and fish day, catch some fish. So there was no real special tactics. I tried to keep it as simple as possible. any one of you guys out there can duplicate what I just did. So I hope you guys get out there and catch some fish, and we'll see you next time. Otherwise, remember, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe. But if you enjoy these videos, just remember to